We're back in Baku and building up to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix 2022, but there's plenty to discuss in the headlines in Formula 1 before we've even got a car on track on the streets of the beautiful city. As Sergio Perez says he wants to win world titles with Red Bull, while Mattia Binotto is just lowering the bar of expectation for Ferrari and their world title bid this year, and Lando Norris has apparently ended Daniel Ricciardo. I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans, and these are the headlines in Formula 1 today. Sergio Perez is 100% focused on winning world titles with Red Bull Racing after securing his new deal with the constructor. After winning in Monaco 2 weeks ago, Perez signed his 2-year extension with the team and has caused a bit of commotion around the paddock with his improved performances this season, able to compete and sometimes outpace his teammate Max Verstappen. While Christian Horner has said he doesn't care which of his drivers wins the Drivers' World title as long as they play nice and help the team push for the Constructors' title too, Perez wants to shake off the idea of being a number 2 driver for the team, saying this week, "Having my future decided allows me to stay 100% focused on the main goal of winning races and world titles. It's amazing how hard work always pays. 2 years ago I was without a seat in F1 and today I'm in the best team. Today, I think I'm in the best moment of my career and driving for a team that always seeks perfection, which is the perfect match for me and for any driver." After a win on the streets of Monaco last time out, and of course a win in Baku last year, can Checo back up his big ideas with another race victory this weekend? A little further down the grid, and Damon Hill says that Lando Norris has ended McLaren teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Although the Australian bagged the team's first win since 2012 last year at Monza, much of Ricciardo's time with the constructor has seen the Australian struggling, trailing Norris by 55 points last season and already 37 adrift of the young driver in this current campaign. Former driver and world champion Damon Hill spoke to the F1 Nation podcast this week, alleging that Ricciardo had told Norris, "I'm going to end you," when he arrived at the team, but now it seems to be quite the opposite. "I remember thinking, that is always a risky thing to say because it looks like the other way round, that Daniel Ricciardo has been ended by Lando," said Hill. "He can't crack it, and then the motivation goes and the questions come, and then the pressure goes back onto the person who signed him in the first place." And finally, Mattia Binotto is playing down Ferrari's title ambitions, saying the Scuderia just wanted to be competitive at the top of the grid this year. Ferrari were enjoying a blistering start to the season until the Spanish Grand Prix brought an end to their lead in both title battles, and a poor outing in Monaco, littered with mistakes from the pit wall, has compounded their slide off the top. But despite recent woes, team principal Mattia Binotto told the BBC that there was one objective this season, and that wasn't necessarily to win titles. "We set our objectives to be back to being competitive in 2022. So our objective is to be competitive, not to win the championship," said the Ferrari boss. "It would be completely wrong to turn that into, let's try to win the championship because we are so competitive. Being competitive is one fact, but becoming world champion is another level of task." Saying that is maybe to take off some pressure from the team, but also I think it would be wrong as management to change objectives from the ones we gave them. So Ferrari, I guess, are fairly happy at the moment just to be competitive with Red Bull on racing weekends, while Mercedes, of course, still have a lot of catching up to do, even though they have been working manically at the factory to try and get ready for Baku. You can follow all of the action from Azerbaijan with GPFans.com, GPFans Global on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok as well, and join the conversation on our new Discord server as well, link in the description of this video.